as the House and Senate begin to reconcile their different tax bills, they will have to sort through many little-known provisions that appear designed more to achieve policy goals or reward key lawmakers than deliver tax savings. Here's a look at some of the standouts, and their prospects for being included in the final legislation. The House bill essentially does away with decades-old tax code restrictions preventing churches and other nonprofit groups from engaging in political activities. Opponents of the restrictions say the groups should have free expression, but others worry it will interject politics into philanthropy and open the door to more dark money campaigns. Thousands of churches and charitable organizations oppose the House approach, preferring to keep the restriction, first introduced by then-Sen. Lyndon B. Johnson in 1954. The provision was not considered in the Senate bill and is unlikely to survive. Charities and nonprofits don't want this, said Emily Peterson-Casson, a project coordinator at the watchdog group Public Citizen. They believe it's going to be super divisive and open them up to partisan manipulation. The House bill would expand 529 college savings accounts to unborn children, specifically recognizing a fetus as a beneficiary in the tax code, a goal of conservative anti-abortion advocates. Some of President Donald Trump's wealthiest New York friends have launched a last-minute campaign to pressure him for changes to the GOP tax bill, telling the president personally that the current plan would drive up their taxes and hurt his home state. Trump on Saturday attended a fundraiser at. Some of President Donald Trump's wealthiest New York friends have launched a last-minute campaign to pressure him for changes to the GOP tax bill, telling the president personally that the current plan would drive up their taxes and hurt his home state. Trump on Saturday attended a fundraiser at. A child in utero means a member of the species Homo sapiens, at any stage of development, who is carried in the womb, the summary says. The provision did not pass special Senate rules, which prevent budget measures like the tax bill from veering too deeply into policy changes. It will likely fall out of a final bill. Private jet owners have long fought the IRS to avoid a special excise tax that applies to commercial flights, and the Senate bill would permanently allow them to avoid it. The bill prohibits any new taxes from being imposed on aircraft owners for money spent on services related to maintenance and support of the aircraft owner's aircraft, or flights on the aircraft owner's aircraft. Though Democrats have condemned the provision as a tax break for private jets, the National Business Aviation Association argued it simply clarifies existing tax law. The Joint Committee on Taxation estimated it would amount to less than $50 million in potential lost revenue over the decade. The addition seems like it might fly in the House and be accepted in the final product. The Senate bill provides a tax cut on beer, wine, and distillers, which lobbyists say is the first since the Civil War, with a slimmed-down version of the popular and bipartisan Craft Beverage Modernization and Tax Reform Act.